Previously on Judging Amy.
Why don't you and Lauren come over for dinner tomorrow night, and you can meet Nick and the kids, and I'll cook something awful, as usual.
I just want 5 minutes of Amy's time.
You're not gonna let that happen, Russell.
I just wanted things back the way they were. I thought you wanted the same thing.
Well, it's not like anyone ever asked me now, is it?
Amy, I came very close to dying. Did you think that wouldn't have an impact on me? I'm not the same person. Hey, I would have brought you peace to your cave. I know how you abhor the huddled masses.
I don't want you to strain yourself.
Welcome back, Vincent. We missed you.
Hey, thank you.
Angela, copy editor. The man approaching you with the scowl, your boss.
Jim, I remember.
Good God, Vincent. Our leader is cakeless. Heads will roll.
Ignore him. He's upset over the possibility of peace in Ireland.
Yeah, well, welcome back, Gray. All things considered, your memoirs are coming along very nicely.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, look, I'm eager to get writing again.
Hey, you just got out of the hospital like 5 minutes ago. Why don't you take it easy? I think you should do a story on rising gas prices across the country. I want you to make some calls.
Lan, come on. I'm not a cub anymore. Give me something.
Vincent?
Yeah. I'm sorry to interrupt your party. I didn't realize you'd be celebrating.
Well, I'm sorry. My memory's a little off.
Phyllis Younger, Russell's mother.
Oh, my God. I didn't recognize you. It's been a long time. I'm so sorry about Russell.
I thought you might come to see me. I thought you might have something to say to me. You were the last one to see him. I want to know what happened that day, what you said to him.
I don't remember.
I didn't raise Russell to hurt anybody. Someone owes me an explanation.
Mrs. Younger, it's called traumatic amnesia. I don't remember most of that day. Just bits and pieces.
Well, that's more than I have.
Your Honor, the defendant would have you believe that this was a simple case of a fistfight gone wrong. But we see it as a racially motivated overreaction to a perceived attack. The defendant, Gregory Docks, in his rage, brutally beat to death Kelvin Duncan, an unarmed African-American teenager.
Your Honor, I don't see how skin color is relevant.
This was a racially motivated crime, plain and simple. It would appear to be one of the more heinous attacks I've seen in my career.
My client merely defended himself when attacked on the schoolyard by Kelvin Duncan.
And the fact remains that after weeks of being bullied, Kelvin Duncan finally defended himself.
Gentlemen, speak to me, not to each other.
Your Honor, there is no evidence that Kelvin Duncan was being bullied. In fact, it was he that called my client out to fight that day.
That's enough. These issues will be played out at trial. Right now, we're here to determine where that trial will take place, in juvenile or criminal court.
Let's face it, if Kelvin Duncan had been white, this case wouldn't have even been filed.
I said that's enough. We're going to adjourn until all parties can conduct themselves in a composed manner.
Guess who? Let me see. Sophia.
Hey, how did you know?
Finely honed intuition coupled with unqualified brilliance. I felt the bracelet that I gave you when you went back to school.
Well, you're still pretty smart.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, everything's good. I'm graduating this year, working part-time, and I got a boyfriend.
Good.
I'm pregnant. Now, don't get that look. I'll still go to college, just not next year.
But,
Really, Maxine, I'm happy about this. I mean, Craig's a good guy. He's funny, he's smart,
Smart guys don't get their underage girlfriends pregnant. How could you let this happen? Weren't you using anything?
Yeah, sometimes. We thought we were safe because he's on the swim team. He said chlorine kills sperm.
So what are you thinking of naming your baby?
Ariadne or Declan. But I still need middle names.
What if it's a boy?
Declan is a boy's name.
Oh.
Elvis Costello's real name.
Well, I didn't have enough candles, but that's what you get for being married so long.
Mom.
Happy anniversary.
Oh, Maxine, that's so nice of you. You remembered.
Well, I know you like pecan pie.
Ready?
Wow. So how long is it, you guys? 14?
15.
Feels a lot longer. I mean in a good way.
What are you guys doing to celebrate?
I guess we're doing that now.
No, you have to do something together. Alone. A couple's evening.
Well, those days are over for a while. Right, Daddy?
Well, they are if you keep calling me Daddy. It's a romance killer if there ever was one. Oh, come on, honey. I'm joking. And I think Mom is right. We should have an evening alone together.
I'm not ready. I mean, to leave Ned with the sitter.
Hey, Jillian, I don't like to get into people's stuff, but... No, well, outside the courtroom. Okay, I do like it, but I'm trying not to do it.
Just say it.
You guys need to take care of yourselves as a couple. That's in Ned's best interest, too. You don't want to, find out the hard way.
Well, we'll have to get a babysitter.
What?
Me.
Oh.
I need the practice. You don't think I could do it?
No, I'm sure you could. I just...
What?
Honey, it's one evening. 2 hours.
Cool. You and me, Nedley.
The facts speak for themselves. Kelvin Duncan was trying to walk away from the fight when Gregory Docks punched him, sending him crashing to the ground. This cruel, excessive show of force resulted in Kelvin Duncan's death. Now, I don't see that this court has any recourse other than to transfer this case to adult court.
What's going on here?
Please excuse my tardiness. I am the Reverend Del Mueller.
I know who you are, Reverend. What's your business in my court?
Your Honor, I'm a member of the Connecticut Bar, and as such...
Well, first of all, as a member of the bar, you should realize you have no standing in this court. As far as I know, you haven't filed an appearance or been designated as a prosecutor in this case.
Your Honor, I'm Kelvin Duncan's father, and I've asked the Reverend to be here with our family.
Well, Reverend, as you know, these proceedings are normally closed, but I will allow you to sit with the family as a spiritual advisor. However, I am aware of your affection for the spotlight, and I'm warning you that I will not allow you to turn this into a feeding frenzy for the media. So please take a seat. The decision of this court is not influenced by sensationalist tactics or newspaper headlines, but by full consideration of the law, juvenile law. There is a reason we are a separate entity. The unique circumstances surrounding juvenile crime can and will be taken into account here, as well as the nature of the offender. Now, Gregory Docks has no criminal record, and the credible psychological evidence suggests that his personality has not yet been fully formed. Therefore, it is this court's decision that Gregory Docks' case be heard here, in juvenile court.
It is because of decisions like this that thousands of black men all across this country will lose their lives to vicious, racist attacks.
Deputy, can you please escort all parties from this courtroom as the proceedings are now concluded? Thank you.
America has given the Negro people a bad check, which has come back marked insufficient funds. But we refuse to accept that the Bank of Justice is bankrupt.
Stay out of the hall, please.
Excuse me.
Rocky Road?
Not the most fun I've ever had.
No, I mean ice cream. Tofuti, actually. Want some? You want to watch something else? Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo. I rented it to celebrate you moving back home.
No thanks.
I was thinking, since Oscar's mom can't throw me a baby shower, for obvious reasons, I thought maybe we could have it here.
Good. Can we choose the color scheme and party games another time?
I was hoping it wouldn't come to this. I'm doing an intervention.
What?
Watching yourself get blown up over and over, that's not therapeutic.
I'm trying to remember what happened, what Russ and I talked about. What?
I hope you're not blaming yourself. He was crazy, Vincent. He was cuckoo.
He was a friend of mine.
I'm sorry. Weren't the cops listening to you guys?
I wasn't wearing a wire.
Yeah, but they would have used parabolic mics, so there'd be tapes. I watch cop shows.
What do you mean, no?
No. The opposite of consent. This Roseland preschool case is heating up, and I need you to focus on that. I can't have you setting up a sidebar.
It's my own time. I'll be doing it in my own home, after hours.
I don't care whose time it's on. I don't want you teaching a birth control class.
Why not?
Because it's a very tricky subject as far as the federal government is concerned.
Sean, do you have any idea how much teenage mothers and their babies cost this state each year?
Yes, I have that figure somewhere. But the fact is, our federal grant mandates that we can teach abstinence only. Now, you don't need to organize a special gathering to say that, do you?
Teaching abstinence doesn't work, period. As long as these young people are going to indulge in adult behavior, it might behoove them to know some little things, like chlorine does not kill sperm.
Maxine.
I am sick to death of watching children throw their lives away for lack of information. Whatever happened to sex education in schools?
The Welfare Reform Act of 1996.
Well, it's a travesty, Sean, and it's our job to do something about it.
I have to say, it's nice to see your enthusiasm has returned. You can teach the class. But I'm warning you, Maxine, shoot down all the old wives' tales you want. But the bottom line is abstinence. Is that clear?
Of course.
In plain and simple terms, Your Honor, the defendant refuses to take no for an answer. The victim, Michelle Taggart, has rejected his advances time and again. He sends her letters, puts notes in her lunchbox, writes her name on his clothes, calls her 10 times a day. He even created a website dedicated to her.
How old are these children?
They're both 11, Your Honor.
Mr. Chastain, can I assume that the school has already dealt with Christopher Sweeney?
Yes, Your Honor. He has been suspended from school for a week.
Yet he continues to follow her around the neighborhood.
Your Honor, they live on the same block. Now, when Christopher goes out to ride his bike, Michelle's mother calls the police. Now, is this boy supposed to become a shut-in?
Well, that's what Michelle has become. She's afraid to leave her house. Now, let's call this for what it is, a clear case of stalking. And in this state, stalking is a criminal offense.
Ms. Lewis, we're talking about an 11-year-old boy.
That makes no difference.
Of course it does.
He's terrorizing an innocent girl.
He's sending her love notes. This is not stalking. This is what we call a crush, Ms. Lewis. Now, I have had a long day, and I've heard a lot of inflammatory rhetoric, and I am in no mood to have a simple case of puppy love be turned into a capital offense. The juvenile court system exists so that children may receive appropriate treatment under the law, and sometimes that means not making a mountain out of a molehill. Christopher Sweeney is not violent. He has been suspended from school for his behavior. That means he's lost a week of education and socialization. I think that's punishment enough.
But what assurance do we have that he's going to leave this girl alone?
Christopher, do you promise to leave Michelle alone? Because if you don't, I'm not going to be so nice about it the next time. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
That's your assurance, counselor. The defendant is released on the condition that he has no contact with the complaining witness.
Abstinence. Tell me what it means.
Not doing it?
Exactly right. Not doing it. And it's the type of birth control we're going to talk about tonight. So, let's all think of some ways a boy and a girl can avoid engaging in sex. Does anyone have any ideas? All right, let's see what's recommended. Seriously commit to your decision to be abstinent. Avoid movies, TV shows, music, and conversations that dwell on or remind you of sex. Beware of back rubs. Back rubs, huh? Keep your clothes on. I guess that's obvious, isn't it? So, let's think of some things you can do with your boyfriend instead of having sex.
Watch TV.
Good. Watch TV.
Eat.
All right. So, instead of having sex, you could be eating and watching TV. How many of you are virgins?
Kinda.
So, if there's an emergency, God forbid, don't call Northeast Hospital. I know they're closer, but they put you on hold before even asking the nature of your call. Call Blue Hills. They're very, very helpful, even if it's just to tell you you're doing fine.
You have our car phone and our cell phone numbers, right, Donna?
They're on page 4 under communications.
Right.
Okay, come on, Jill. We gotta get going. 7 o'clock reservation. Oh, and Donna, when you get a chance, take a look at the map of all the fire extinguishers and exits in the house.
Check. And I've got Ned's schedule. As a matter of fact, if you'll excuse us, Ned and I have an appointment with some mashed banana.
Okay. Nettie, Mommy, and Daddy are going to go out for a nice adult dinner, and we'll be back around 10:30. Donna's going to take really, really, really good care of you.
See you later, buddy. Be a man.
Okay.
Okay, we're really going now. Bye, Donna.
Bye-bye.
See you soon. Thank you, Donna. And if you need anything, call.
It's not just that you were so it's that you were so gung-ho.
What? I didn't feel gung-ho.
Oh, come on. You were sophomore class president. You were on the debate team. You were track star. I think you moved from clique to clique like a politician.
Yeah, well, I remember you getting stoned in that alley behind the Boad building with Janie Shootin'. You weren't exactly engaging in social debate.
Well, we were nihilists. I mean, we were listening to the Sex Pistols and dyeing our hair green.
And that was better?
It was cooler.
Charlie says I have to play Clue Junior because I'm the guest and have to do what he says.
Was there a compromise game?
You tell Charlie that I said if he isn't a good host, he's going to be speaking without teeth.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, if there's anything I like better than a pretty woman cooking my dinner, it's 2 pretty women cooking my dinner. Hey.
Hey, babe. Amy, this is Nick. Nick, this is my old pal, Amy.
Doesn't look old to me. She looks just right.
It's nice to meet you, Nick.
Nice shoes. Donna Karen?
Yeah, I think.
Nick's in retail.
Really?
Yeah. Elegant Threads on Bove and Afton. Come on down sometime. I'll give you a 10% discount. When's dinner?
Any minute.
I don't know what that means. An hour and a half. Hey, knuckleheads, I'm home. I need kisses.
He seemed taller when I married him. There's a boy, Nettie. Well, it's not so bad now, is it? Huh? I know. It's a terrible thing. Oh, here we go. Hey, what do you have here? Some mashed banana. Hey, here we go. No. Okay, Ned. Here's something you don't know about me. I survived basic training in South Carolina at 95-degree temperature, huh? So this crying thing, it ain't gonna work. That's your magic here.
was so cute in the bathtub today. He was splashing and laughing. He really loves the water.
He's going to be a swimmer. He's a natural. You know, we ought to look into some lessons soon. Babies can swim. I learned to swim when I was 1.
Oh, I don't know, Peter. I heard you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to give them swim lessons until they're 4.
Really? That's crazy.
You think I should call Donna?
We just left. She's going to feel like we don't trust her. Besides, I have a surprise for you.
What?
I booked us a suite at the Brook Street Inn tonight.
Tonight?
Yep. Just you and me, a fireplace, and a little room service.
You mean spend the night?
Yeah, it's our anniversary. Oh, hey, come on, don't worry. I planned the whole thing. Donna doesn't expect us home till noon tomorrow.
Peter, are you crazy? I don't want to spend the night anywhere. My God, Ned's only 4 months old, and Donna doesn't know the first thing about taking care of a baby.
You left her 25 pages of instructions. How could she not know? Besides, he'll be asleep most of the time anyhow.
I can't believe you did this without asking me.
Call me stupid, but I thought you might like to spend a romantic night alone with your husband on your anniversary.
Oh, so that's what this is about. Sex.
No, it's not about sex, but what's wrong with sex? It has been a while.
We had a baby.
We didn't actually have a baby.
Okay, fine. You want sex? We can have sex. Meet me in the parking lot. We can be back in time for dessert.
Jillian, I was actually hoping we could spend a little time together.
We spend time together every day.
But without the baby. Don't get me wrong. I love Ned more than anything. But I miss you, Jill. I miss her marriage. I thought it would be a nice thing.
It would be nice, Peter. I just need a little time to adjust. Can't you understand that? We've been together for 15 years. I've only been Ned's mother for a few months. I know I'm nervous about it, high-strung even. I just want to do it right. I don't want to let anyone down.
It says in my instruction book you like music and dancing. We're an American band. We're an American band. We're coming to your town. Help you party down. We're an American band. You're a rock and roll baby, aren't you? How about something? Let's try something else on for size, huh? Oh, I know how you feel. I feel that way too. Look, we just gotta stay cool. Mommy and Daddy are counting on us, okay? Oh, look, your favorite book.
But wait, why do you have to take a pill every day if you're not having sex every day?
Fallopian tubes, named after Dr. Gabriel Fallopius, a man. Girls, the truth of the matter is that men are all over your sex organs. And they always have been. Now, once a month, an egg is expelled from your ovary during ovulation and travels down one of these tubes.
Why do we need to know this stuff? Just give us some condoms so we can go home.
I followed all the instructions. I did everything they told me to do, and he just kept crying and crying and crying.
Donna, go wait in the kitchen, get yourself a glass of water, and I'll be in a moment. Okay. Oh, the baby. Oh, man. Yeah. There he is. Ladies, this is Ned. Now, who wants to learn about ovulation?
So, Amy, you're a judge, huh?
Yep. Juvenile and Family Matters.
Amy's the youngest judge in Hartford.
I was at law school for a semester.
Really?
Yeah, waste of time. Just a lot of memorization. I mean, no one thinking for themselves. I was not cut out to be a lawyer, too independent-minded. I bet I would have made a very good judge, don't you think, Law?
I don't know, hon. You do seem to have a lot of opinions.
I'm always handling disputes between the gals at work. I'm a good listener. I'm a real good people manager. So tell me this. Why don't you judges ever sentence anyone to the death penalty around here? I mean, why is it on the books if we're not using it?
Well, Nick, it's a complicated issue, and I'm really not supposed to express my political beliefs outside the courtroom.
I can tell she's a lawyer. Bobbing and weaving, bobbing and weaving. It's okay, Judge. I'll let you off the hook.
No, but for the record, as a juvenile court judge, my job is to try to protect the public by helping kids, not
Well, some
punishing
kids are
them.
beyond help.
Well,
I know. I grew up in Hell's Kitchen. They were tough then. They're even tougher now.
But we're talking about children, Nick. We're
Who
not
are committing adult crimes and therefore should be punished as adults. Amy knows what I'm talking about. She sees this every day. It's like an epidemic.
It's not that bad.
How would you know? You haven't read a newspaper in 10 years.
Why should you read a newspaper with you around, Nick? You obviously know everything. I'm just kidding.
Oh, Peter.
Looks like they had a good time.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we ought to wake Don up and get Ned to bed.
Let's let them sleep.
Sleep is good.
Let me get this straight, Mr. Dox. Your testimony is you were in shop class at the end of the day. And as you said, your teacher, Mr. Kane, ragged on you for making a mess and you started cleaning up. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and shortly thereafter, you say Kelvin tossed his leftovers into your pile, which upset you, right?
Yeah.
Then after class ended, you were on the outside staircase, leaving school when Kelvin shoved you, and your testimony is that you fell down.
Yeah. He pushed me down the stairs for no reason and then started trash talking me.
And you wanted to confront him.
Objection.
Sustained. Conclusion.
But Mr. Dox, you charged up the stairs after Kelvin, didn't you?
Well, yeah,
but when you got to the top of the landing, Kelvin was now being held by Mr. Kane. So even though Kelvin couldn't attack you, you still threw a punch at him, didn't you?
I didn't want to hurt him, but he was...
Your Honor, please instruct the witness to answer the question.
Gregory, what were you thinking when you hit Kelvin?
I thought he was getting loose and was going to hit me again. I never meant for this to happen, I swear. He looked so surprised he wasn't even mad. And then he fell back and he hit his head. Back here. I should have just done what he said. I should have just cleaned up his leftovers in shop. I have dreams now. Dreams every night about killing my friends. I just want it to stop.
Can you explain this?
Get me a banana. I'll give you a demonstration. I've become fairly dexterous.
Apparently you provided Jenny Hastings with this condom. Her foster parents are not pleased.
Perhaps they'd be happier if Jenny came home pregnant. Give me that if it makes you so uncomfortable.
I've had sex before, you know.
Congratulations.
Lots of times. With different women in different places, some of which might shock you.
Where's this going?
I just want you to know I am not a prude. I live in the world.
You're a rational man. A man who plans ahead. I'll bet you leave out the next day's clothes the night before.
What saves time?
These are children. They don't plan anything. Most of them think that abstinence means only having sex with their boyfriend. Some of these girls see it as the only love they can get. Just say no is ludicrous and ineffective advice.
Nonetheless, DCF cannot use federal funds to promote sex by giving condoms to underage girls.
I'm not promoting sex. I'm promoting birth control and disease prevention. Now you look me in the eye and tell me I'm wrong.
Just because you're right doesn't mean you win. That's part of living in the world, Maxine. Maybe the hardest part. So unless you're going to change the world...
That is exactly why I do this job. To change the world. And you, Mr. Potter, are too damn young to give up your ideals.
2 boys. 1 white, 1 black. A schoolyard brawl. 1 teenager dead.
That's right. And justice must be served.
I don't believe you filed an appearance in this case, sir. Throughout this trial, we've heard repeated testimony by both sides that the first punch was thrown by the deceased, Kelvin Duncan, and that Gregory Docks was merely defending himself. The issue is whether excessive force was used in that defense. It's a rhetorical question, Reverend Mueller. You speak up again and I'll have you removed. Now, given the defendant's testimony, the question now is whether there is credible evidence that Mr. Duncan was about to hit Mr. Docks. It is clear to me that Mr. Docks did not intend to kill Mr. Duncan. But it is equally clear to me that he struck him in anger and without legal justification. At the end of the day, I can't get inside Gregory Docks' head. I don't know whether what he did was racially motivated or not. But what I do believe, beyond a reasonable doubt, is that as angry and upset as Mr. Docks was when he charged up those stairs, he did not do so in self-defense. Accordingly, I find the defendant delinquent of the crime of manslaughter and commit him to DCF for 3 years.
3 years?
Too little, too late.
I delivered my decision, Reverend.
Let's go.
We had 3 parabolic mics on him. One of them had quite a hiss, but you can make out most of what you're saying.
Thank you.
Do you mind me asking? What do you hope to find out?
What happened, mostly? What went wrong?
And you're wondering if somehow it was your fault?
I'm missing a chunk of my life. I guess I want it back. No matter what it is.
I'll be outside if you need anything.
What's up? You're a house. People at the college. You eat dinner in the dining room. My house. Old man always drunk, Mom making TV dinners when she wasn't too depressed. And I swore when I grew up I was gonna have a happy family like yours.
Come on, Russ. Your kids need you. Let's walk away from this. I'm gonna go tell the cops you're ready to talk. Okay?
Yeah, okay. We need to cut recess. We've got an emergency bail hearing.
All right. I gotta ask you something first. You can't tell me I didn't do the right thing.
What are you talking about? You don't need my approval.
And why do I think I do?
Because I'm the only black man you know. I'm the only first-person source of information you have on that topic, and you think that authorizes me to speak for somebody other than myself. It doesn't. You made a common mistake a lot of people do, including judges and reverends. Well, they're waiting for you. So.
Vincent, what a surprise.
Relax, I'm not moving back in.
Oh, you're welcome to.
I just needed to cook, and our kitchen is so small. I've had this obsession ever since the accident. I'm sure there are support groups when it gets out of control.
What are you making?
Paella.
It's out of control. Vincent, you need a sous chef for paella.
Congratulations. You're hired.
This is a very difficult dish, Vincent.
I got a college degree.
In comparative literature, which means you should read about paella.
Oh, hey. You want to soak these clams?
It's precisely what I'm in the mood for. Everything all right?
I listened to the tapes today. Me and Russ.
Why?
His mother came to see me. She wanted to know what we talked about, and I couldn't remember.
Did you learn anything?
Just that I did the best I could, and it didn't make any difference. I told his mother I was sure it was an accident.
Good.
You think it's okay to foster an illusion?
Only where mothers are concerned.
The truth is, he didn't give a damn. He wanted out, and he didn't care if he took me or anybody else with him. That's not the whole story. That's not who he was all the time.
We're all a mess of contradictions. Dying doesn't change that. I still disagree with your father from time to time. That's how you know that people haven't really died. They keep on annoying us.
We should have fun when I go.
Forget it. I refuse to outlive you, even if it kills me.
All rise.
What's going on?
Assistant State's Attorney Gil Sandler, Your Honor. Christopher Sweeney violated your terms of release. We're requesting he be held.
What are the allegations, counsel?
Christopher Sweeney is accused of approaching Michelle Taggart, displaying this knife, and telling her he wanted her to change her mind.
Is she all right?
She fell down some stairs trying to get away from Christopher. She's under sedation at St. Michael's.
Your Honor, Mr. Sweeney has a right to a hearing to challenge these allegations.
That's correct, Counselor. Why wasn't the defendant charged with assault with a dangerous weapon, threats, or intimidation of a witness?
The charges are being investigated as we speak. We anticipate he'll be arraigned tomorrow.
All right. Well, subject to the hearing on whether these allegations were committed by the defendant and his arraignment tomorrow, I am now remanding Mr. Sweeney to detention and ordering that he be held on $5,000 cash bail.
I love her. I just wanted her to know that I love her.
Ma? Ma? Ma?
What? What? What's wrong?
What happened?
What? I put my legs up on the bed to ease my lower back, and I must have nodded off.
Well, I thought you had a stroke.
You know, you smoke too much.
You eat fried cheese. You worry too much.
Amy, I'm fine. I fell asleep. What's your excuse?
I hate Lolly's husband.
Then we must have him killed. Oh, my lumbar region is so tense. It's pulling up my socks.
He seems like a nice guy. He's all funny and jokey and handsome, but he always takes center stage, even when it's Lolly's turn.
Amy, I know this man bothers you, but, that's not the reason you're prowling the halls at 1:13 in the morning.
I made a mistake in court. I made a bad call.
Well, won't be your last.
I was getting so sure of myself. Now I feel like I'm guessing all the time.
Then you're getting better, Amy. There's nothing worse than a judge who thinks she's infallible. The struggle is everything. Now go to bed. Do you want to sleep with me?
No, Mom, that's very sweet, but no thanks.
Good night, then.
Here in this town, they have all got the blues. As the paper boy takes off without any news. Angels have wings you can feel free to use. The corner store dogs you can freely abuse. And I'm yelling and screaming 'cause baby it's driving me crazy. If I could spare more remorse from my emptied out walls, I would name them. 'Cause the fog's getting bigger, the world's spinning fast. The chaos is building, it's going to last. And it's so hard to see, and you're so hard to find. The days when I think I am losing my mind.
Coming up next on TNT's Prime Time in the Daytime, is a woman guilty of killing her own sister? Find out on Law and Order, next on TNT.